Welcome to the vlog today. And I was making myself some breakfast, so I need to make the vlog for this week. Breakfast today kind of blows. It's just oatmeal. Because I'm out of eggs and milk, so I can't have my granola or anything. Oh, all this stuff. So like oatmeal and my granola. Gotta keep it in the freezer. First off, because there's not enough room in the fridge. Second off, because if I kept it out here and it's open, these are not open. If it's open, then there's a bajillion ants here and they're just coming to eat it. So I live in tropical paradise. So there's ants everywhere. Literally everywhere. And cockroaches. Cockroaches kind of freaked me out at first. Except now you're just like, dang, it's a cockroach. And then you grab it. Someone has a pair. There's like a garbage pair of sandals that someone left here, and it's just like, yeah. You grab it and just smack it as hard as you can. Just throw the sandal down and you kill the cockroach. It's kind of fun. Except for cockroaches are nasties. But yeah, this kitchen's crazy gross. It needs to be cleaned today. Oh boy. See, at home, I'd have like cereal, yogurt for breakfast. It's freaking awesome. Maybe if I was lucky and my mom just went to the store, just like have one of those microwavable breakfast burritos. Those things are incredible. Have one of those things, it's like, yes. But here in Indonesia, we're lacking some very, like, just why is there no Mexican food here? Like, we don't have carpet. Everything is a tile floor. I hate it. Like, you want to lay on the carpet and you can't because everything's tile. It's like, what the heck is going on? Dang, I'm out of eggs today. That totally blows. But one thing they do have here is protein. So I still can have protein shakes. Yep. I finally stopped losing weight last week. And now this week, I stayed the same. I was up a kilo, and then yesterday was Fast Sunday, so that kind of killed me. But it's pretty sweet. Hey, Elder Supadman. Do you want to practice your English for the camera?
Yes, I'm still reading.
You're still reading? Very good. Elder Supadman is learning English, and he's doing way better than when I first met him at English already. He's doing awesome. In English is hard. For one word in Indonesian, there's ada, and in English there's like 40. There's is there is, there are, there were, there was, there will be, there.
That's so hard.
It's so hard.
That's so hard.
Yes. But Elder Sparman's gonna be fluent. Just wait. Dang it, I wish I had a burrito. But okay. This week, what happened this week? I didn't even update the board. Shoot. So this week, we did not do good on the investigators. No one came to church, which kind of made me upset. But we have 4 people on date, and one of them we met yesterday, and we taught them a lesson, and now they're on date. So that's fine that they didn't come to church because we met them after church. But Keluarga Pa Andreas that didn't come to church this week, I'm kind of upset. their house is getting redone. They're like, there's people at the house. Like, they're like, we're having work done. We can't come to church. I'm like, I'm sick of your excuses. But it's okay. I think they'll come to church soon. I don't feel like we should drop them yet. Yeah, this week was kind of rough for new investigators. I don't know why. Normally we have way more. Just everyone we met this week just like wasn't interested at all, or they're just like, walk to and got 10 to. Oh, that was Indonesian. It's like, you can't, like, my time, you can't like set my time. No, what would it be? It's like, I'm super busy. Like, I don't know. Like, I've got lots of stuff going on. They're like, they try and give you an excuse. They're like, I'm at the church every morning. It's like, oh, so you can meet every afternoon. That's great. And it's like, they're just such bull crap. But whatever. Yeah, we've got some promising people. I'm pretty excited. Just need to, the people here, you just gotta give them some time. They're slower moving people. Indonesia. It's freaking awesome. Hey, apakah Anda bisa lihat gunung dari jendela hari ini? Dang it. Sometimes, if it's clear, then you can look out this window and you can just see this huge mountain. Well, I guess it's a volcano. It's this huge volcano. I've taken a picture of it before. It's huge. There's a huge one on this side, on that side, and there's a huge one on that side too. Just these giant volcanoes. I don't know if the one on the side over here, I don't know if this side is active, but I know the one over there, that side, is the side to my area. So I know the one over there is active. The one over there, I'm not sure about. But like, the volcano totally could just blow up and just, we'd be lost. But the volcano in Bali erupted this week, and last week too. And we went to Zone Conference this week. And we ride the bus there. It's like 3.5 hours, 4 hours there, 3.5 hours, 4 hours back. And way back we're like, yeah, let's get some contacts. We're gonna contact people on the way home. And the bus was like empty, and we tried contacting while we were waiting in the terminal for the bus, and just like, no one was giving us anything. It was like, okay, well, we're trying our hardest. But so then we're riding the bus, and me and other call like to sit in the back, 'cause back there's 5 chairs, and you can just like take up a ton of room. Like, me and other call would take up this whole back row, and just all these little Indonesians like look at us and they're like, yeah, we're not even gonna try and sit next to them. So we have like 5 seats for just me and other call. And so we went to the back and we like threw our stuff back there, and we're like looking, we're like, maybe there's some people we can sit next to talk to. So we were like sitting on the back row, and we're like, we see there's like these 2 guys. They looked kind of confused, and they looked kind of like white, and I was like, what the heck, what are they doing here? It's the middle of Java. Like, we're leaving Solo, going to Magelang. No one knows what these cities are. Go look them up. They're in the middle of this island, in the middle of Indonesia. No one knows what these places are. I'm like, what are these guys doing here? So at first I like tried to get their attention. I like said, excuse me, in Indonesian, and I was like, and the guy like looks at me with like wide eyes. He's like, shoot. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, what language do you speak? And he's like, Spanish. I'm like, shoot. But yeah, so these 2 dudes we met on the bus were from Mexico, and they're on vacation in Bali. Okay, well, they have pretty good English, because they both used to live in Canada for like a little over a year, so their English was pretty good. But they're from Mexico and speak Spanish, and they're in Bali on a vacation, and then the volcano erupted, so like everyone needed to evacuate, so they rode a bus from where they were in Bali to the port on the other side of Bali, and then rode a boat from there to the island of Java where I am, and then on that island they rode a bus from the port to this city called Surabaya, which is a super huge city on East Java. And then from there they rode a bus to another city, and then they rode to Solo, and then they were riding on the bus that I was on with them. And they didn't speak any Indonesian, so they were like using their phone as a translator. And luckily we were there to help them, because like their flight was going from the city called Jogja, and the bus was going to pass Jogja. And so they would have flown from Surabaya, where all the people got evacuated to from Bali, but the prices were like super high and all the flights were sold out, so they're flying from Jogja. So they're riding the bus over there. I'm like, dang, these guys are gnarly, just riding a bus in the middle of Indonesia, not knowing what's going on. But when they translated on their phone, they just told the guy they were going to Jogja on the bus, and they didn't tell him they were going to the airport in Jogja. So luckily we like helped them, so the bus would just, the people do like whatever you want. You want to make them something, you want them to make you some cool book, mash two books together, like something weird. Like if I want to take my planner and have them sew it onto the top of my journal, I have no idea. Like they could do it. Like they'll do whatever you want. Like you're riding the bus from some huge city to another city, and you want them to stop at some tiny town on the way. Like as long as they don't make some huge detour, they'll do it. Like they're like, oh, you want to get off here? And they're like, okay, come to the front of the bus. And they like slow down, and they like stop for a second, and you like jump off the bus, and then they keep going. So the bus was heading to the bus terminal, and we got the bus to just let him off the airport, because he forgot to tell the guy that they were going to the airport. But we got these Mexican dudes to their flight just in time. Hopefully they made it. They had like an hour before it left, and they just got to the airport. So they were like cutting it close, but I think they made it. Or I hope they made it. That was pretty cool. Zone conference is sweet, except for Elder Hackett wasn't there. Elder Hackett is in the group behind me, and he's basically like Brody, and it's just hilarious. Just as funny dude. Except for he's way more confused than Brody. He just looks confused all the time, and it's kind of funny. He's such a funny dude. He got transferred to Bekasi. It's like, darn, he's not in our zone anymore. But there's like 4 people in our zone right now that are going home in 2 weeks. So we'll get a bunch of new people in our zone, which is exciting. What's happened this week? We met that lady yesterday. Her name's Ibu Andong, and she's on date to get baptized for January 14th. But we'll see how serious it is and stuff later this week and next week. So we'll see what's going on there. What else is going on? That's about it. So, I'll see you guys next week. This vlog is really long again. I am sending home tons of material. Just like, when this gets home, there's gonna be way too much to watch. So, well, whatever. You guys, if you're watching this, that's dope. If you're not watching this, then you missed out. But I might as well have a long video if I'm not trying to upload it. So, oh dang. So I have my GBI calendar. It's this ridiculous church here in Indonesia. It's kind of funny. They have this thing that only exists in Indonesia called Bahasa Roh, where you look in the English translation and it's like speaking, what is it? The gift of speaking in diverse tongues is what it says. And then you'll read the Indonesian one, and at first I never read the Indonesian Bible. But then one time I was reading, I read that, and it was like, the gift of speaking in Bahasa Roh. And I'm like, well, I know why they're confused. So it's like, I'm sure I've talked about this before, but like people get up and they're like, overcome with the Bahasa and they start mumbling in Bahasa. Bahasa means language. So they're just like mumbling. It's like, oh boy. But it's totally stinks because this calendar that I got from GBE only lasts through 2017. So somehow I need to snag another one for 2018. I'll get one. Don't worry. That's about it. Can't think of anything else. I wish I had more pictures to put on my wall. Oh, it's Christmas. Oh shoot, check this out. We decorated for Christmas. So last week we had our Christmas fan, which we moved over here because it's a piece of trash. But it was a Christmas fan, and now we went and got ourselves a tree, and it's awesome. And the lights just go freaking nuts. We plug the lights in. This one, okay, when it's dark and you're standing in this room and it turns on that setting because it switches the settings. When it's dark, you like come in here. This one's really nice when it's dark. You come in here and then you're just like your freaking eyes are just killed. You're like, shoot, that is bright, and it's just flashing. It's going nuts. This thing looks super cool at night. I took some pictures of it. So like I got this in the mail. So Maddie sent me these, and then I got ornaments. We got baby Jesus and Mary and Joseph, and then Elder Cal put his snowflake on top. He had a bunch more snowflakes, but the snowflake is the star now. And we went and got the tree and the lights, and then we put all of our presents up here, so that's awesome. We just got like Christmas hanging up, like stockings, and that's about it. Oh, we put those things on the glass. I took a picture of that, I think. Okay, now that's it. Dang, this is a heck of a long video. But, dang, I just said heck, that's gay. Well, I'm gonna end this vlog now because it's already at 17 minutes, so I'll see you guys later.